Now we will do question number 43. In this question, receipts and payments account is given and opening balance sheet is also given. You are need to prepare only income and expenditure account and the balance sheet, that is the closing balance sheet, because opening balance sheet is already given. Now see, receipts and payments account for the year 2012. That means our current year is 2012. And if you look at the opening balance sheet, see the date, the year it is prepared at the as at 31st December 2011. That means previous year 2000, our previous year is 2011 and year ending is 31st December. If our current year is 2012, then our closing balance sheet should be as on 31st December 2012. And similarly, income and expenditure will be prepared for the year ended 31st 12 2012. Okay, now come to the question. Now see, since here no adjustment is given, so you have to mark adjustment by looking at the opening balance sheet. Okay, now see, subscription received in advance in the beginning of the year, that means this will have an effect on subscription, so we'll mark adjustment in subscription. Next, expenses. Okay, expenses will have adjustment. Next, we have loan won't have any adjustment. Building is an asset, no adjustment. Subscription we have already marked. Now outstanding locker rent. Outstanding locker rent is an income, and since any outstanding have an impact on the income, so we will mark here adjustment. Okay, next we will start doing the sum. So first we have balance 20,000, that is the cash balance in the beginning of the year, that is already been recorded in the opening balance sheet. Now next is subscription. Okay, subscription have adjustment and we will take only the current year balance. Now see, our current year is 2012, so this is 2012 is our current year, 2011 is previous year, and 2013 is upcoming. Okay, now for subscription we will record only the current year balance. So subscription is an income, so we will write by subscriptions 4,000 in the inner column. Next we have entrance fees. Entrance fee is a receipt and it is an income, so it will be recorded in the income side, no adjustment is there. So by entrance fees 1,600. Okay, next we have locker rent. Okay, locker rent is written on the receipt side, that means it is an income, so we will write directly in the income side by locker rent. Okay, now locker rent have adjustment, so we will write the amount in the inner column 1,400. Now miscellaneous income. So miscellaneous income is an income, so we will write in the income side, no adjustment, so directly by miscellaneous incomes 8,000. Okay, now one more thing, see here 2013 is our upcoming year, right? And we have already received the balance of the upcoming year in the present year, so any income received in advance is an liability. Again, any income received in advance is a liability, so this 2013 amount that we have received in advance will become a liability and will go in the closing balance sheet liability side. Advance subscription, that is 300. Okay, next come to the balance sheet. Now see, capital fund. Okay, this capital fund is already calculated for us, so we will just write in the closing balance sheet capital fund 67,240. Okay, next subscription received in advance. Any subscription that we receive in advance in the beginning of the year, it is recorded in the opening balance sheet, then obviously this subscription was received in advance in the beginning, so any advance received in beginning is added, so we have to add it here. Add advance in beginning and the amount is 1,200. Okay, now next we have outstanding expenses. 2800 was outstanding in the beginning, but some amount we have received in the current year. How much we have received for 2011? 2400 we have already received. That means still how much is pending? 400. So we will write here in the closing balance sheet, outstanding expenses. In the beginning of the year 2800 was due, right? But in the current year we have already received 2400 for 2011, so that one will be deducted. Outstanding expenses 2800 was due in the beginning, less received, we have received 2400, so still 400 is due. And in the expenditure side we will record expenses. How much expense is for the current year? 4000. So we will record the current year balance 4000 in the expenditures. Okay. Next, land. Land is an asset. Okay. Now in the opening balance sheet we don't have any land, but in the closing balance sheet we have to record this land because this land was purchased in the middle of the year. So we will directly record land in the closing balance sheet. The balance of land is 8000. Okay. Next, interest. Interest recorded is recorded in the payment side. That means you have paid the interest, so it is an expense. So we'll record in the expenditure side to interest. The amount is 800. Okay. Next we have miscellaneous expenses. So miscellaneous expense is an expenditure, so we'll record in the expenditure side to miscellaneous expense directly 4000. Okay. Now next we have balance. Balance means this is the cash balance at the end of the year. This will come in the closing balance sheet. So cash, the amount is 16,700. Again back to opening balance sheet. Subscription received in advance is already done. Outstanding expenses transaction is done. Now see, loan 10,000 was in the beginning. No loan was paid during the year. In the payment side, can you see loan? No. That means still this loan is due. That means this will come in the closing balance sheet liability side. Loan 10,000. Okay. Now going back to assets. Now in assets, in the beginning of the year building was 60,000. During the year we didn't purchase any building, so this opening balance will be carried forward in the closing balance sheet also. So in the asset side we have to record building, same amount since no new building was purchased, and regarding depreciation also nothing is mentioned, so directly buildings 60,000. Next, outstanding subscription. Now see, in the beginning of the year outstanding was 760, but during the year for the previous year we have received some amount. How much we have received? 400. That means in the beginning we had 760 due and already 400 is received. That means the remaining balance will become the outstanding subscription in the closing balance sheet. So here we will write outstanding subscription in the asset side. In the beginning, as you can see, in the beginning how much was due? 760. This is for 2011. So 760 was due in beginning and received. So in the current year, how much you have already received? 400 you have already received. So that one would be deducted. So less 400. And if you deduct this 400, then this will become 360. So our outstanding subscription for the current year, means at the end of the year, is 360. Okay. Next, cash. Okay, cash balance we have already recorded in the closing balance. From here we have already recorded. So here it is. Okay, one more thing is left, that is outstanding locker rent. Now outstanding locker rent, this is the outstanding in the beginning of the year, and here nothing is mentioned. All over total received for locker rent is given. That means from here we have to deduct this locker rent amount. Clear? See here, in locker rent, they have given the all over total 1400. They didn't mention that whether it is current year balance or previous year balance is included in it or not. Like in subscription, they have mentioned that for current year it is 4200. So we have not included the subscription. Okay, but in case of locker rent, they have given the aggregate amount 1400 which they have received during the year. But in this amount, some amount is for the previous year's outstanding, that is outstanding in the beginning. So that one we have to deduct. So less here outstanding in beginning 480. So if we deduct for 480 from 1400, we will get 920. Okay, now here we have recorded all the transactions. Now we have to calculate. So if we calculate this side, we are getting a total of 16,280. That is, the income side total is 16,280, and if we total this side, then we will get 8,800. Okay, expenditure side is 8,800. That means our income side is greater. So we'll write this balance over here, 16,280. Here also 16,280. So if income side is greater, that means we have surplus. So we will write 2 surplus. If we deduct 16,280 from minus 8,800, if we do, then we will get 7,120 as our surplus. Okay, so we've got surplus of 7,120. Now this surplus will be added with our capital fund. So we'll write add surplus 7,120, and this will give a total of 74,360. Now if we total both the sides, so here the total of liability side is 85,000, not 80, 85,060, and the total of asset side is also 85,060. So the sum is done.